Good Sunday, everyone. My name's Bill, and I'm a recovering alcoholic. Today has been 1 year, 5 months, 19 days since being sober. I've been thinking long and hard about what this video 8 was going to be about, and I think I figured out that we're going to talk about love. When I was using, I was always afraid to be alone. I was never a perfect partner, but I did love. I think I loved drinking more than I did anything else. Since 1 year, 5 months, 19 days ago, since becoming sober, I kept hearing that I needed to wait a year before I should start dating. I thought that was ridiculous. I couldn't believe that anyone would even suggest such a thing. I wasn't sure what was going on in my life. I knew I was alone, and I was scared to be alone because I had never really ever been alone. I was able to go from relationship to relationship, good or bad or indifferent. There was always somebody that could fill the void for me in between relationships. And literally just that. If I was in between relationships, there were people that, could fill that void, and we never even had to date. We're all adults, so we all know what I'm talking about. It really hasn't been an easy trip with me. As I've said in my videos, early on I was whiny. I was scared, I was alone. I thought me and my ex would get back together. There's numerous things that were running through my head, and I didn't want to be alone, but somehow I stayed alone. Didn't make sense to me, but it was working. Whatever it was working. It didn't work fast, and took me damn near a whole year to finally figure out what everybody had been talking about. To look back to when I used to today, I would have never in my lifetime believed I'd been single this long. I never in my lifetime would have believed that I would ever know how to love myself. I've learned that. I do love myself. I'm proud of myself every day. I get to wake up and realize that I'm another day sober, and I got a whole day to look forward to and more things to learn and strive for. Now my videos now are kind of going to go hand in hand with my weekly updates that I put on Facebook and Instagram. So if you're watching this and you read my update, a lot of this is going to be a repeat. If you're just watching my videos, then maybe sometime you check out my Facebook page and my Instagram. But yeah, I still to this day can't figure out what day, how long ago, when it finally clicked for me that I guess I would beg to say that 5 months, 19 days ago would be a good starting point. It might have been less, might have been a little longer. I'm not afraid to be alone anymore. There are things that I miss, and I know that the right person's out there. I know when I'm ready, they will walk in my life and they will sweep me off my feet, and I'm going to be the best partner that I can for whoever it is. I'm not done doing what I'm doing. I don't think we're ever finished once we start this. I think the only way we finish is when we quit and give up and go back to our old ways. I didn't like me now. I wouldn't have liked me where I am now. And I give many thanks to those that put up with my bullshit for all my years of drinking. I know I wasn't pleasant. I know I wasn't faithful. I in no means was ever an ideal partner for anyone. I didn't love myself. I couldn't deal with anything. That's why I drank all the time. I didn't want to deal with anything. It was easier to close it all off and not ever have to deal with nothing. That's what made this journey so hard. I had to do something new that I had never done in my 45 years of my life. This time I wasn't running away. I wasn't gonna hide. I wasn't escaping anything. It was time to finally face all these years that I needed to face. But when I finally realized that I loved myself, I'm not afraid to be alone. I've been single and I haven't had sex in forever. That, again, wasn't like me. Even if I wasn't dating somebody, usually hook up with somebody. But I finally started clicking that I didn't need to compromise for 15 minutes of satisfaction and a world of confusion, undoing what I've already done. I was I certainly glad that I took this path. I'm glad I stayed sober. I'm glad I stayed single. I'm glad I didn't compromise anything for 15 minutes of excitement. Yes, I miss it, but there's so much I used to miss that I get to enjoy now. And again, I'm moving forward. I know when the time's right. I will have that partner that's going to be with me to share the rest of my life with. And I won't need to worry about hiding, escaping, being alone. And I'll probably be easier to talk to. I'm more understanding. A lot of things have clicked in my head and my heart, and they now work together pretty well. They used to battle each other a lot early on in this sobriety. One was lonely and one was thinking, hey, Masturbation's lust, it's fun. Well, I won. I needed to get where I've gotten. And I'm not looking for sex. I'm looking, for an eventually a huge soul connection with that right person. And that's what love is to me now. It's not sex. It's not dating here, there, just so I'm not alone. I don't want to do that whole dating pool thing again. That's why I decided to stay out of it. I wasn't strong enough to survive what I was doing and complicate it. So I think it was a good choice on my half. And I said we were going to talk about love. And as I said, my true love is going to be a soul connection. We're going to know it. And there won't be any denying it. And I'm not afraid. Not afraid of the unknown anymore. Because once we lay our head on our pillow tonight, we may not wake up tomorrow. So I don't need to worry about what's going to happen down the road. Do what I can for today. Make sure I'm the best person I am today. Love everybody that's in my life. And love myself. And make today the best day that I can. Now, in my weekly post, I asked 2 questions. And one question was, have you ever had a hug, just a hug, that was so powerful that it felt like it kick-started your heart? I have. It was amazing. Just a hug. Nothing more than a hug. Maybe that's when I started getting all of this. Because I don't think I ever truly appreciated small things. Again, it was about sex. If we didn't have great sex, we didn't last. I mean, I'm not saying I'm great, but I'm just saying, if the sex wasn't good, we didn't last, I definitely would be looking for somebody else. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I do appreciate the small things in life now, and I have been. And then the last thing, I've read this in different recovery sites, and I've noticed that we say it a lot, us in recovery. Have you ever heard, "I love you," and it makes you feel like you're on top of the highest mountain? I never knew what love was, I guess. I know what love is inside me. I know that I wholeheartedly love everyone. And I know us people in recovery, we throw it around a lot. I think maybe it's because we knew what it was like not to ever feel loved, because we never loved ourselves. And we can't expect other people to love us if we can't even look at ourselves in the mirror. And I mean it. I love everybody that's in my life. All of you have been a huge support. Kind words, pats on the ass. Even my worst times, coming through my recovery, you all still picked me up. You still patted me on the ass and said, keep up the good work. Even though I was whiny, I had no clue what the hell I was doing. I had no clue what the fuck was going on. But it was the thanks and the love from all of you that helped me see the love in myself. So that's my topic on love, is I get it. I need to love me. Then I can share my love with others. And I don't mean, physically, or I'm not talking romantically. I generally, when I tell you I love you, I generally mean that I love you. I know what it is to love, and I know what it's like to feel loved, now that I know how to love myself. And it's one of the greatest feelings that I think I've ever felt. But I stand here a humble man. And knowing that if God's willing to give me tomorrow, I'm going to do my best to be a better version than I was today of myself. And every day I do think I do that. Sometimes I get tired, and sometimes I get a little lackadaisical on what I do as far as learn and read and watch and discover and post. But I'm kind of old, so if I don't get my nap, I do get a little tired. Actually, I don't know the last time I ever had a nap, but I do get tired. But I stay strong. God willing. He has done some wonderful things in me. And if you believe, I'm sure he's done wonderful things for you. If you're in recovery, he can be your best tool, if you don't already believe. I don't go to church. I don't have my Bible next to me. It's in the bedroom, but I pray every morning, I pray every night. I don't need a church to tell me when and how I need to do it. And it's worked. It's got me this far. So, I love him most of all, because without him, I probably wouldn't be able to make these videos. I don't think I would have even had a chance to start 1 year, 5 months, 19 days ago. Had what I initially had planned, I probably wouldn't be here, period. So, without his love for me, and now my love for him, I get to make these videos. I get to post stuff every morning that I watch and I learn and share. I share because I hope to help anyone that's trying to get sober off of anything. Yes, my biggest problem was alcohol. Now, in my late teens and early 20s, there's very few things that I didn't do. And luckily, alcohol was the only thing that really made me feel the best, and it didn't do a whole lot of damage to me. But I love each and every one of you, and I thank you all for watching my videos, sending me comments, reading my Facebook posts, my Instagram posts, and liking and leaving me positive messages there. One last thing before I go. As you see, I'm in my Bonnie's gears. They did win today. Go Bonnies. You guys get to dance next week. Very excited for y'all. So, I hope you all have a great week. Much love, positive vibes. Love y'all.